I'll do whatever it takes to keep you safe,
Well, I
Maggie.
don't need to be kept safe. I want to know one thing and I want to hear it. Do you think my father's guilty?
Yes. Still no Maggie? No. What about you?
No, not a word.
I thought she was supposed to be taking some time off to relax.
She's on a holiday. She would have told someone. She would have left some sort of a trace.
What are you saying?
Pat Doyle wanted Maggie to think that he was a murderer rather than have her poke around in this. Now, doesn't that tell you something about the people we're dealing with?
I'll let Inspector Falcon tries. Now, you two get back to your inquiry.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just hope to God that I'm already too late.
Tom, what's the situation on Doyle?
Inspector Draper, I was expecting
Inspector Falcon Price. He's asked me to deal with this matter, so I'd be grateful if you could bring me up to speed.
Well, Doyle went missing 2 nights ago.
What are you doing to find my daughter?
Sergeant Doyle, what are you doing here?
PJ asked me.
Pat's next of kin, ma'am. I thought that he could help us with the investigations.
Well, Sergeant, can you?
If I knew anything, I'd be finding it myself. Wouldn't be helping you.
I'm warning you. Hindering this investigation is only going to get
if
you...
If anything happens to my daughter,
if you have nothing
I'm
useful
holding
to
you
add to this
personally
investigation,
responsible.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
No. What are you doing to find my daughter?
Everything possible.
I've got a right to beat...
You're on suspension! Could you explain to me why it's taken more than 24 hours to report this, Tom?
It was my understanding that Maggie was on leave. Until today, there was no situation.
Did you know she was going to use the time to meddle in this business with her father?
No, I thought she'd just taken a few days out to calm down.
PJ, Ben?
My people have already started questioning anybody who might be able to give us a lead.
Right, you two. As of now, we're treating Doyle's disappearance as priority. Ben, I want you to work with PJ on this. See if you can trace her movements.
Right, ma'am.
PJ, you have a problem with that?
No, ma'am, not at all. I just think we could do with some extra help, that's all.
Well, I'll call in some extra members from St David's when we have something more solid to go on.
Thanks. Why didn't you tell her?
Tell her what?
That you've got a problem working with me.
Hey, I got no problems following orders, Ben.
Okay, so we're working together then.
You know, this whole situation could have been avoided if you hadn't have given Maggie the contacts in the first place.
Do you really think that would have stopped her?
Maybe.
And maybe I wouldn't have done it in the first place if you had trusted me with the whole story.
You know what,
Let's just
Ben?
forget the
You know
blaming
what?
and just
the
find
only
Maggie.
thing that I want from you is a full list of the contacts that you gave Maggie. Is
Okay,
that clear?
done, but I've already checked.
Good.
She only made that one appointment, but she missed it.
Look, sorry to interrupt. I just got a call about an OD on Stanmore Street.
No, uniforms can handle that.
Come on, you CI. It's an OD. You have to go. Won't take long. Come on.
Get all this stuff here?
Very strange.
Strange, what do you mean?
Well, why would this kid do it at home?
It's a perfect place. It's private. No one's going to interrupt. I don't think he was planning on overdosing.
No, if he's going to hit up, why would he do it in his own home, in his own bed, with his mother's going to come home with her shopping and find a son here? It doesn't make sense. The kid is not a junkie.
You can't say that, PJ. You can't tell these days. No way of knowing.
Jason isn't a drug user. He's a good boy. A sensible boy. He's got everything to live for.
Yes, I'm sure he did, Mrs. Ganning. Can you help us? We need to know the names of any of Jason's friends, anyone that he was particularly close to.
All of his friends are good kids.
Mrs. Ganning, did Jason have a girlfriend or anyone that he was really fond of?
Well, there's Melissa.
Yeah, it's me.
We need to talk to you about your boyfriend, Jason Ganning.
I'll catch you later.
Oh, just before you go, what's your name?
I'm Courtney?
Do you know Jason?
No, sorry.
What about him? You're supposed to meet me here for lunch. Has something happened to Jason?
Look, I'm afraid we've got some bad news.
You're not...
He's had an overdose. I'm sorry, the Ambos, they weren't able to revive him.
No, this has got to be a mistake. Jason doesn't do drugs.
He did last night, did some heroin.
Melissa, look, could we get you to come down to the station? We just need to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, right.
Ben, I'll be with you in a couple of minutes.
G'day, PJ. How they hanging? Good to see ya. Okay?
So, Pat, what's going on?
Chatting up to Sheila's. What do you reckon?
No, what are you doing here?
Oh, just passing through. Felt like a drink and some company.
Pat, if you had any information about Maggie, you'd let me know, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Where did Jason get his heroin from?
He didn't use heroin. He wouldn't do that.
Do you know Marcus Jacobs?
No.
No,
What?
so what? You're telling me you don't know Marcus
No,
Jacobs?
look, I don't know anything.
Melissa, how long were you and Jason going out for?
Only a couple of months.
Couple of months, eh? Couple of months, and you had no idea that he was a drug user?
He wasn't. He was a decent guy.
Who stuck a needle in his arm and pumped himself full of heroin enough to kill a horse?
PJ?
Listen, Melissa, people are dying from this. Your boyfriend just died from this, so if I was you, I'd wake up to yourself, eh?
I can't tell you anything else.
I think we've got a link to Maggie. There's something going on at the TAFE college.
What have you found, PJ?
Well, Melissa Reeves' boyfriend, Jason Ganning, he OD'd this morning, and I think that Marcus Jacobs is his supplier.
Well, I'm not sure that's enough to prove anything.
Well, Pat Doyle was questioning kids from the TAFE this morning at the pub. Now, I know Pat. He's got to be onto something.
All right. Thank you for that information.
Right.
Detective Sergeant Craig will take over from here.
Sorry?
Well, as you requested, I've called in some extra members. Craig's one of them. He is familiar with the background of the case.
Just a minute, ma'am. I mean, sure.
PJ, we need to get some objectivity into this investigation. I'm sure you have plenty of other cases to work on.
So what are we looking at? You got a kid this morning OD'd, is that right?
Yeah, named Jason Ganning.
And there's some connection between him and Maggie Doyle's disappearance?
There's nothing concrete yet. PJ thinks there might be a link between his supplier and the guys that Maggie's been looking into.
Right. You got a list of his friends we can talk?
I'm about to head out and talk to his mum. See if she can widen our options a bit.
Right, I'll tag along.
Sure.
I knew I'd stayed at home last night. I had to go to work.
Well, you can't blame yourself, Mrs. Ganning. You couldn't look after him for 24 hours a day.
He was a swimmer. If only I'd seen some kind of sign.
If anyone was to blame, it was the person who was responsible for making him take the drugs in the first place. Now, thinking back, have you got any ideas at all? Any of Jason's friends from college or the sports club who might be able to help us?
No, I've told you before, they're all good kids. They wouldn't be into anything like that. Except...
Go on.
Well, there is one girl.
You know her name?
No. She's got short brown hair. Really messy.
Yeah, all right. He was a friend of mine, okay?
And why didn't you tell us this at the pub this morning?
Why do you reckon?
So you knew that he was doing smack?
He wasn't. But it was supposed to look that way, wasn't it?
What does that mean?
Look, if I tell you, I want protection. They've already got Jason. It's not going to be long before they're coming after me. Oh, I mean it.
Yeah.
I want to get out of town. I'm scared.
You're scared. Courtney, what are you scared of?
People are dying and it makes it look accidental.
If you don't help us, Courtney, we won't be able to protect you from anything. Yes? Look at me. Look at me. Now tell us what you know.
Jason never used. He thought it was stupid, you know, a waste of money. And that's what he was in it for, a profit.
So Jason was dealing, was he?
He got his supplies from this guy called Marcus, and then he got put out of the picture. Jason saw a chance to move up, you know, cut out the middleman.
So he tried to find out where Marcus got his gear from.
He thought we could double the profits if we bought direct.
Courtney, we? What do you mean, we?
I was his distributor. I told him he was getting in too deep. You know, these guys are heavy. But he reckoned you had to take risks to be successful. Anyway, a couple of days ago, he said everything was going to be okay. He said he'd got protection.
What sort of protection?
This copper got in touch with him. Must have offered him some sort of deal, I don't know. He didn't get a chance to tell me all the details. Anyway, he said he'd think about it and then he arranged to meet her in a couple of days.
Arranged to meet her?
Yeah, it was a woman.
Did he give you a name at all?
No. She was small, wiry, straight blonde hair. Pretty.
Hang on a second. Okay, Courtney. Look at that. Have a good look. Tell me, can you see her anywhere there?
That's her.
We have to tell Tom. I think we'll need more members called in.
Look, mate, let's just speak to Mrs. Ganning first, that's all. If it is Maggie, it'd be good to have it from two sources.
There's been a sighting of Maggie.
Well, she's been ID'd by Courtney Birmingham. She's one of Jason's friends.
She's sure?
Well, she confirmed it when we showed her Maggie's photo.
I'll let Monica know Maggie's got to be in trouble here.
It might not be the kind you think, boss.
Cool. Got that.
I'd be interested to know if she was protecting Jason from.
Oh, listen, you don't know Maggie, Barry. If there's already two bodies involved, we can't afford to take any chances.
Now, one of those has got to be an accidental overdose, surely.
Afraid not. That was a toxicology report on Jason Ganning's death. Yeah. Confirms a heroin overdose. And they reckon he wasn't a regular user. And there was one apparent puncture mark, and it was from that one time only.
Thanks, Jack.
All right, point taken. Go ahead, call Monica Draper. Ben and I'll go speak to Jason's mum.
Pat, open up.
What do you want, PJ?
Information, since we're going to be partners.
I don't have partners, you know that.
You do now. I'll be kicked off the case, Pat. So we're going to find Maggie together or not? All right, Pat, so what were you really doing in the pub this morning?
I was trying to find out what those kids knew about Marcus Jacobs.
So why did you force Jacobs off the road?
Oh, that was a bit of an accident.
Oh, and the money we found in your room, that was a bit of an accident too.
No, that was going to be a deal. Money back in exchange for the names of the blokes at the top of the syndicate.
Okay, did Jacobs take the deal?
No, never got a chance to before they got to him.
Pat, why didn't you tell us about this?
Oh, you know me. You know the way I work.
So you have no idea you killed Jacobs?
Well, I know he had a dealer working for him at the college. That's why I was talking to the kids, trying to get some names.
Oh, did you? Get names?
Well, yeah, but again, I was too late. The dealer's name was Jason Ganning.
What on earth is she trying to do?
That's a $64,000 question.
She's trying to clear her old man's name.
Well, it's time she came in.
We've had some luck there. The young girl says that Jason organised a meet her at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Where?
Rest area off the old Bundeewa Highway.
I want everyone available out there. I'll arrange some extra cars from St David's as backup. There's no guarantee she's going to be alone. I want to cover any eventuality.
What about Courtney Birmingham? Any options for getting her to safety?
She got some family in Melbourne. I could organise to get her down there.
I need you here to run the stakeout.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't mind having another chance to talk to her. I think she might just let something slip with a more subtle approach.
All right. Take her to the bus station. I'll organise someone to contact her family and ask them to meet her at the other end.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we've got a lot to do in a little time. Let's get going.
Yeah, that's her.
Are you sure?
Definitely. I came home from work and she was talking to Jason in the backyard.
Do you know if he saw her again?
No. Well, she could have been the one who came round last night. I've told the other police this already.
We just need to get our information straight before scanning. I'm sorry.
I was going to work. Jason had a date with Melissa. He was on the phone cancelling it. He said there was someone coming around, a man, Dave or something. I can't be sure.
Right, well, thank you very much for your help. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Where is everybody?
Out on an OP with Inspector Draper.
All right, well, I found out that Maggie and that TAFE student had some sort of...
Yeah, we already know. She's supposed to have a meeting with him this afternoon. That's why Draper has organised this OP.
Oh, where are they?
PJ, you're off the case. Leave it to us, please.
No, I haven't been suspended.
If Maggie is out there, she'll be back here safe and sound in the next half hour.
Boss, I need to be in on this.
If you were to find out, theoretically, where they are, then you wouldn't do anything to jeopardise the situation? No, you'd stay back until it was all resolved?
Of course.
You're right. You're I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Look, until we get an ID on the body, there's no saying it was her.
Yeah, it could be anyone.
We'll find the bastards, PJ, I promise.
She just wouldn't listen, would she? Couldn't believe it when I heard it over the radio. Sorry.
We're not going to find who did this standing around here. Let's get back to the station.
This isn't your case anymore, Tom. Leave it to homicide.
Man, Maggie Doyle was our colleague. Now, I'm going to find who did this, and I'm not playing second fiddle to homicide or anybody else. You can suspend a lot of us if you like, but that's the way it is. Come on. No. All right, I know you've all got a lot to cope with right at the moment, but I need to know how you are. I can get St David's to take over for the rest of the day, if that's what you prefer.
Boss, let's just find the bastard who did this.
Does that go for the rest of you?
Yeah.
All right. All right, first things first. We need to find out exactly what happened out there. You got Courtney Birmingham onto the bus?
She's on her way to Melbourne.
All right, they won't get in until 6, possibly even 6:30. We need to talk to her, find out if anybody else knew about this meeting with Maggie.
Maybe we should try talking to Melissa again.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Get onto the bus company, see if you can get an ETA of their arrival in Melbourne. You try and get on to Courtney's parents, Lawson. Tell them we need to speak to her the minute she arrives in Melbourne, OK? You two better go and bring in Melissa Reeves for another chat.
Yep.
I hope you're not blaming yourself.
Oh. Pretty natural reaction, don't you think?
There is a chance it's not her, you know.
You want to give me the odds on that?
Leaving a rank outside, it comes home sometimes.
But I don't think you can understand. Just can't.
I might be getting old, but I'm not stupid. I understand very well.
Right.
You want some time out?
What, sit at home and get drunk? No, I don't think so. Thanks anyway.
Well, there is one thing that needs to be done. Pat Doyle needs to be told. You want me to do it?
No, it's fine, boss. I'll tell him. Thanks.
Yeah, come in, mate. Yeah, this is the most tribey newspaper I've ever read. The Gazette. Ever read any articles by that Tony Timms? What a bunch of tripe. Fair dinkum, it just goes on and on and on.
Listen to me,
Now
for God's
comes
sake, you
back.
just listen to me.
What is it?
You found Maggie's burnt-out car. There was a body inside.
An autopsy?
Tomorrow, I think. Homicide. I handle it.
Told her to stay out of it. It's all my fault. Oh, God, she was helping me.
Sorry, man, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry I had to tell you this.
She never had a chance. The syndicate's payrolled someone in the force.
How do you know?
Well, that's why Mick was brought in. As soon as they knew that there was a rogue copper involved.
Do you have any idea who?
Yeah. The nickname's Babe.
Talking pig.
Yeah.
Oh, who, Pat? Come on, Pat, I need you to tell me everything. Who?
All right. It's that bitch, Monica Draper.
But the sooner you tell us what's going on, the sooner you can go home. We just need you to tell us the truth.
Look, I already have. I can't tell you what I don't know.
I don't think you understand the seriousness of this situation. Jason may have been murdered. A policewoman who was involved with him has been killed. It looks like whoever did this is prepared to get rid of anybody who knows anything about their operation. Come on, Melissa, you could be next.
All right. I knew about Jason. He wanted me to be his partner.
Go on.
He said that he needed to set up a deal with the syndicate guys.
And what happened?
There was someone called Babe. Jason didn't say much about them except that they were in the syndicate. We were supposed to see a movie last night and he phoned me to cancel. He said that Babe was coming around and, well, he figured that this was it. They were going to let him in.
Oh, they let him in all right.
Did you ever see this person, or did Jason tell you what they look like?
No.
All right, stay in here, would you please? Inspector, could I see you outside, please? Miss Reeves, does your friend Courtney have any friends living between here and Melbourne? Someone she may have gone to visit?
No. Why?
Someone like to tell me what's going on?
Apparently Courtney hasn't arrived in Melbourne.
Yeah, I understood that much. I thought you put her safely on the bus.
Yes, I did, but I didn't stick around to watch it leave.
Craig, go to the bus station and question the staff. Find out every stop the driver made along the way and see if anyone saw her get off the bus after you left.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see how her friend in here reacts to this news.
She's dead, isn't she?
You must realise you've got nothing to lose by telling us what you know.
So, Jason contacted somebody in Melbourne with an offer to take over.
Yeah.
Well, how did he find out who the contact was?
I don't know.
And that's when this Babe showed up.
Yeah, I think so. Look, I don't know. Jason didn't tell me everything. I didn't want to know.
He didn't mention any names or tell you anything about them?
No. He did write everything down, though.
don't know, Pat. Monica Draper.
Yeah. She's the one that pulled you off the case. And she's the one that turned up instead of Falcon Price. Not too close, not too close.
What the hell is she doing?
She's meeting someone.
Bloody Melissa Reeves. Pat.
Pat! Go, go! Hey, come on, we're losing him!
Should have hired a Ferrari, Pat.
Hang on. You never make a wheelman, PJ.
Well, here's to the late P.J. Asham, eh? Too late to save Melissa and too late to save Maggie.
No, you couldn't have done anything.
Oh, Pat, if I tried harder, anything I could have done.
She was a Doyle, one of the fighting Doyles.
That's what we seem to do the last couple of days. Fine.
God, she had spirit. She wasn't afraid of anything.
Do you mean a lot to me, Pat?
Yeah, I realise that.
We didn't turn up anything at Jason's house.
Melissa was very specific, wasn't she? He wrote everything down.
He was selling at the college. Maybe that's where he's kept his records.
I'll organise a warrant for the college. Have the results of the post-mortem come in?
No.
Well, until they do, you really can't afford to waste any more time tracking down Doyle's movements. We need to turn all our results...
Draper, you're gone. What did you do with that girl last night?
I'm only going to tell you this once, Doyle. You have no jurisdiction
No
here.
jurisdiction? We followed you. We know that you picked up Melissa Reeves.
Pat, this is my police
You
station.
killed
can't come
my
here and-
daughter. Pat, we saw her abduct a prime witness last night. Tell him, PJ. What is this?
We followed Inspector Draper to Melissa Reeves' house last night. We saw Melissa get in the car and then we lost them.
I don't know what you're talking about, Detective Hasham, but you're wrong. And as for you, Doyle, I hope you're ready for early retirement.
You're the one that's finished. You low-life bitch.
Come on, Pat.
Daddy, come on. She's gone. Got to talk, Daddy. Come on. She's gone. He's gone.
PJ, you can't just come in here and make accusations like that and just walk away.
I don't care about the result of his committal hearing. That idiot's out of the force.
I've got nothing to say to you that can't be said in front of PJ. He's my partner in this.
Since when did you become a team player?
Since PJ got put off the case.
Nothing personal, PJ, but this is family.
As far as your sister's concerned, PJ is family.
This is an unofficial conversation, Mick. I'd like you to keep it that way.
All right. We've had a phone tap on this bloke in Melbourne. When Maggie started poking around in the case, she was seen speaking to Jason Ganning by me and somebody else.
Yeah, Babe.
You know about that?
Yeah, Monica Draper, right?
No, Dad, wrong.
What do you mean, wrong? We saw her put Melissa Reeves in the car
You
last
saw
night.
her take Melissa Reeves to a safe house. I spoke to her myself this morning. I also spoke to Maggie.
You what?
Maggie?
You spoke to Maggie?
Maggie's alive.
Maggie's alive?
Look, I had to get her out of the way to keep her safe.
All right,
Not
so
even
where is
Monica
she?
knew to
Well,
lie.
where is she then? Where's Maggie?
PJ, she is safe.
You kept an electronic organiser.
Yeah. It's all here. We've got names, phone numbers, dates.
So Melissa was right. Jason kept a record of all his details.
Yeah, a profitable little sideline he had going, too.
Okay, so this is a list of the people he sells to. Where are the suppliers' names?
He's not likely to make it that obvious. It could be under another name or something.
MJ.
Marcus Jacobs? We've got a bee here.
B for babe.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
G'day, mate.
Yo.
I might call the mobile and find out. It's ringing.
Barry speak. Yeah, g'day, mate. How are you?
It's gone dead.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries, mate. Yep. I'll be there as soon as I can. Yep.
Ah, that's your work phone.
That's private, mate.
What's your number?
What's my number? Yeah, I'm going to give you my private number so you can bug me when I'm off duty. Good idea. Oh, mate, could you do me a favour? I've got to duck out for a while. Tell the boss I'll be back in about an hour, will you?
Yeah, sure thing, an hour, mate.
See ya. I reckon that was Barry's phone we were ringing.
God almighty.
Oh, well, at first we thought it was just a coincidence.
Did you run a check on the number?
Yeah, we ran the checks. It belongs to a Barry Clark. He's given a fake address.
Clark, Craig. Wouldn't be hard for a bloke in Barry's position to get a false ID and another name.
Yeah, especially when it's so close to his own.
All right, I need you to get onto PJ. I'm going to need all hands on deck. I'll ring Monica and let her know what you found out.
Have you any idea where they might have gone, Chris? All right, if you see them again, can you please give us a call straight away?
Barry?
No, boss. All right. Distribute the details of his car and put out a general broadcast. We'll get him.
But we did talk to a car park attendant. Now, 2 days ago, he noticed Maggie's car abandoned. He reported it to St David's, but they've got no record of it. Guess who was on duty at the time?
Same person whose mobile phone number was on Jason Ganning's organiser?
No.
Where the hell have you been?
Well, there's something you all need to know. Maggie's not dead.
What?
Mick had her in a safe house.
Oh, thanks for telling us.
The body in the car is Courtney Birmingham. We think Barry killed her to make it look like Maggie. So you guys had stopped looking for her.
Which would give him time to find her himself and finish her off.
VKC to Mount Thomas Station.
Mount Thomas Station, go ahead, VKC.
A report of an offender's on at 36 Melaleuca Crescent.
That's the safe house.
Affirmative.
What are you waiting for?
Come out, Barry. It's all over.
Nothing. Signs of a struggle, though.
Must have taken off in a hurry.
Go ahead, VKC.
Your suspect has been apprehended by the TAG. He's in custody and will be brought to Mount Thomas Station for questioning.
Received that, VKC. Was there anybody with him?
Negative, Mount Thomas. Suspect was alone.
Where are they, Barry?
Mate, I told you. I was nowhere near the place. I'd family business to attend to.
You told me you'd be back in an hour.
Well, I was delayed, Ben. It happens.
You don't honestly think you're going to walk away from this, do you, Barry? Eh? We've got too much stacked up against you, pal.
Oh, Mick. You got nothing that'll stand up, mate. Zero. Now, I told you, boys, I know nothing about Maggie and that girl. If I'm lying, prove it.
Just give me 5 minutes. Monica will be here first thing in the morning to interview him. Right, Stuart, we'll leave the tidying up to you. The rest of you, sign off. That includes you, Hashem. Come on. It's almost midnight. Go home and get some rest. You look like you could use it.
Yeah. PJ, it's for you.
Hashem? Nah, look, I don't really feel like it, mate. Hey? Yeah, all right. Well, where are you? Nick, it's PJ. Nick.
God, I thought you were dead.
We saw Barry coming and we managed to slip out in time.
So I didn't find you.
Melissa called her parents to tell them that she was okay, and he must have had the contact. Okay, it's Mick. It's Mick.
You ready, Meg?
Yeah.
What? Getting her out of here.
What for?
PJ, you don't really think Barry's in this by himself, do you? Maggie's evidence is the only thing we've got against them. Killer? They wouldn't hesitate.
PJ, it is the only way. There's no going back now. I'll tell Dad I love him and I'll see him as soon as I can.
When?
When I can, when it's safe.
Meg.
So what are you charging me with? Breaking and entering? Sure, I smashed my way in. I'd been assigned to find Melissa Reeves, and I was acting on a tip-off. The place was empty. Didn't realise I'd scared them away.
Yesterday, you said you're on family business.
My informant tells me that Babe is a member of this station. Now, I was not going to trust anybody.
And who is this informer?
I think I'll keep that to myself. Don't want to see him end up in a nasty accident.
Nice try, Barry. Babe was at this station, it's you.
Well, you're going to have a hell of a job proving that.
Your mobile phone number on Jason's organiser. Courtney's body in the car, and you were the last known person to see her alive.
It all adds up.
And it's all circumstantial. You're making a big mistake, Mickey boy. And meanwhile, the real Babe is sitting back laughing. Business as usual.
We'll see.
What's the news? Has he been charged?
Yeah, well, he's charged with murder, but there's a good chance he might make bail.
Yeah, if he gets off, I'll be outside the courtroom with a shotgun.
All right, just settle, Pat. You're already in enough trouble, okay?
All right. Some dinosaurs never die. But if he gets off... Okay. Well, at least Draper knows that I didn't kill Marcus Jacobs. Yeah. I was wrong about her.
Listen, Mick suggested that the three of us have dinner tomorrow.
Mick?
Come on, Pat. Look, you two have been feuding long enough, okay? Now, it's about time we all got together.
Look, he should have told me right from the start. He let me think that I'd lost her. He doesn't even trust his own father.
I think he was just concerned for Maggie's safety.
Yeah, and his own promotion.
It would make Maggie really happy. Hey? I'll pick you up at 8 tomorrow, all right? All right?
Yeah, all right. I'll do it for her. But not for him.
Lee.
How you doing?
You heading home?
Yes, it's been a hell of a week, so I'll just take it easy. How about you?
Oh, I've got a couple of things I've got to tidy up, I think.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, Ben.
Yep.
Listen, I was as much to blame for Maggie's situation as you.
Oh.
No, just let me finish, okay? I guess I just didn't want to face up to the truth.
I was just trying to help out a friend, you know. She's pretty special.
Yeah, I know.
You got she's all right, eh?
All right, okay, it's good. People are going to start talking. Now, get out of here.
Yep.
PJ?
Hey, Mick, I thought dinner was tomorrow night.
Yeah. You like? I got something for you. Make up for keeping you in the dark. Don't be too long in the car.
How are you?
Oh, you know. Pretty good.
Is Dad okay?
Yeah. It's funny seeing you here.
Look, Max, I never really got a chance to tell you. I refused to help. Because you were getting into some sort of trouble, weren't you? I was right, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were. But I'm a copper and that's what I do. And I always said that I would never let a relationship get in the way of that. I thought you could understand that because we think alike.
Yep.
Don't we? We decided that we'd never let the job be affected by the fact we were together.
Yep. Are we still together?
I'm not sure that I'm able to make that decision right now. I need some time to think.
Yeah, well, you're going to have plenty of time when you go off, wherever you go. Hey?
I guess so.
Well, when you make up your mind, you can tell Mick, so tell me.
Sure.
Oh, Maggie, for fighting Doyle's, I love you. Maggie.